Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Doug. Whenever you're watching this video, thank you very much for watching. So, this is News and Views by Doug. This is my opinions and observations that I make about world events and politics. So, it's really funny. Many of you know who Nick Sherry is. He exposed all the fraud in the Muslim community in Minnesota and also exposing their attorney general and their governor. He then came to California and exposed even more millions and millions of dollars worth of fraud. Nick is a freelance photojournalist. He is protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. And now California is trying to shut him down. The Attorney General, Bonta, he suddenly announced after Nick exposed it that he made several arrests of different hospices and is exposing the fraud himself. Didn't give Nick any credit. Now the Attorney General, he has a wife who's also an assembly person in California. She's introducing a bill that would require that if someone like Nick Sherry or any other photojournalist exposes certain companies, that they have the right, that they can demand for those videos to be taken down. And if that photojournalist doesn't take it down, they can face jail time and fines. So here it is, the politicians, the Democrats in California, are trying to stop freelance independent journalists from going out and exposing their bullshit and all the fraud that's involved. We already know the governor and his wife are involved in fraud. And now Bonta's pulling this shit. Now, the last couple of days we talked about now former Congressman Sewall. I can't say his name correctly. He finally resigned. He's now going to be facing charges. Over 30 women have come forward now saying that he sexually assaulted them, he raped them. There's all kinds of crap that are going to happen, and he could be facing charges. One of those accusers actually took texts, videos, and emails to the LA County Sheriff's today, and they interviewed her. So, Eric, get ready. Now, like I said the other day, I honestly believe that both sides of the aisle when it comes to politics, they're dirty. Now we got Tony Gonzalez, who's a congressman from Texas, a Republican, and he's resigned from Congress amid allegations of sexual abuse. These guys go to Congress, they get some political power, and they suddenly feel that they can do anything they want. Now, the thing I find funny about Sewall is that he was one of the biggest ones calling for the Epstein files to be exposed, saying that Trump was a pedophile. Trump was on the Epstein files. Trump did this, Trump did that. Well, until it's proven, it's not proven. So, these politicians, we really need to have term limits on these assholes. You've got politicians that have been, paid public servants for 20, 30, 40 years. We need to have term limits on them. For the Senate, 8 years. For Congress, 6 years. And then they move on. They can always come back, but not consecutively. That's my opinion. Now, on something else, you've got the Pope, the Vicar of Christ for the Catholic Church. And he talks shit about what the United States is doing in this war against Iran. He talks shit about Trump. He just talks shit. And, that's why we have a separation of church and state in the United States so that the church doesn't run our lives. But here's the one thing I noticed. He didn't talk shit about Iran. He didn't talk shit about the 40,000 Iranians that were killed by the government. He didn't say anything about the Nigerians killed by the Islamic terrorists in Nigeria. He didn't say anything about Yemen, all those people that were killed. He didn't say anything about October 7th when Israel was invaded by the Hamas terrorists and all the Israelis were killed. I think 1,200? No, just the United States and Trump. Good job, Pope. It bewilders me that we give these people time and we listen to them. Stop listening to them. They're all frauds. Every swinging one of them. So that's my opinion. What's yours?